all-stars like that, that means something, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely nice to see for those guys and for the organization and for our group. We're all excited for them.
How's the team playing? Looks good from afar. What are you getting out of the locker room and the mental makeup right now?
Yeah, no, I think we're in a good spot. I think we're doing some really good things. There's always some things that can get better, but if you look at our whole game, I think we're happy where we're at.
My last main question is, you got the 3 All-Stars, that's one thing. What are some other things that show the fans you guys are really pointed in the right direction right now? What are some things you're doing well that makes people believe?
Well, I think we play with some pace, we play with energy. I think that's what puts fans in the stands, right? We're exciting to watch, and I think as long as we do that and have some success on the score sheet and in the win column, I think we're in a good spot.
Reichel was outstanding with the Blackhawks. What is it that the Blackhawks want to see from him still down here? Why do they feel this is the best spot for him at this point?
Well, I think just continuing growth and play without the puck, and just when you play the regular schedule up in NHL every day, I think that really learning to defend, learning to be in situations, late in games, special teams, being part of all those things I think are really important for his overall development.
And I think I even read they mentioned maybe leadership. He continued to work on developing that part of his game. Is he at his age? I mean, is that a lot to ask of a young man at that age to be a leader on a team like this?
Well, I think there's different ways to lead, right? You can lead by how you're playing and what you're doing. You don't have to be a rah-rah guy in the locker room. A lot of times some of the best players are the quiet ones, and I think he's been leading, in terms of how he's been playing on the ice, and been leading, even just little things, being in the weight room a lot for a young guy, that's important. But if other young guys see him being in there a lot, obviously that rubs off, right? That's culture you set.
Can you see his confidence level just kind of really escalating here?
Yeah, I don't think confidence has ever been an issue with him, but no, I think, you can just see, I think he's got a little bit more man strength now than, even like last year. I think, he's getting better in a lot of areas. Like I said, the stuff without the puck, there's been a lot of growth in that area, and just handling matchups, right? You're playing against top, matchups all the time, and I think just handling that has been good for him.
How would you describe man strength for those uninitiated?
I think it's just, I guess it's a hard word to describe, but just the way you can battle against men and guys that have been in the league for a while, and there's a certain firmness to what they do in battles, and and even how you're passing pucks and stuff like that. So I think that's been an area for him that's been good.
How tricky has it been with the goalie situation? You guys have a tradition of pumping good goalies out of here, and again, it's been working. Every goalie you've been putting in net is clicking. But Arvid was with the Hawks. Now he's on injured. You've got guys in and out. Has it been good for their development? Has it been tricky and hard? What's it been?
Yeah, I think it's been a process, right? I think it's been great for their development, for the guys that get opportunities here. Yeah, so I think Peter Aubrey's done a great job with our goalies and getting them ready for either games or practices. And yeah, I think overall for development it's been great for everybody.
They've all kind of shown something, haven't they?
Yeah, for sure. We're happy with all of them.
About 4 or 5 of them, it seems like.
How close is Arvid to being ready to go again?
I think he's close. Yeah, real close. Yeah.
Not going to face his brother. We just heard his brother is in net for Springfield, right?
No, he's in Grand Rapids. He's a forward for them.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, that's all right.
You won't be ready for that
Fact
one?
check. We got a fact check.
Please do. Is there a timeline for Arvid?
He's close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just your thoughts on the game tomorrow night, Grand Rapids, key divisional game?
Yeah, that would be a tough matchup. They're always good, and I think they got some players that wasn't with them earlier in the year. They're with him now, including Elmer Soderblom, Arvid's brother, and so we're looking forward to it.
And then what's the challenge like when you're going up against 3 different teams in a 4-day span like that, where you have limited time to be able to prepare the way that you might like to, compared to maybe a doubleheader weekend like on a Friday, Saturday type?
Yeah, I think it's good. It's a good challenge, right, for us as a staff. I think we have enough information on all the teams, so I think we'll be ready for sure.
This is kind of the grind right now, right?
Yeah.
This is when you earn your money. You got a couple of months here to really kind of, you don't want to look at the standings too much right now. It's just, is this when the grind is right now?
Yeah, I think this is I guess it's the part of the season that you got to kind of bite your teeth down and get after it, right? And I think that we have the group to do that. And, for us as a staff, I think it's good too to go through it, and I think we've been through it last year, so we kind of know what to expect.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep, thanks, guys.
Lucas, you look super comfortable up with the Blackhawks. Describe how comfortable you did feel while you were up there.
Yeah, I had a lot of confidence. I think first game with Domi and Khrushchev, I think they right away from the first game on, we had a good chemistry and we played really good. And then you gain that confidence. And second game, it had good bounces and first goal was good feeling. And now I just want to move forward and play the same way here.
Why do you feel like you and Domi and Khrushchev clicked so well together?
I don't know. Sometimes just you're on the ice and we all three fast players. We support each other pretty good, and I think that's why it clicked a little bit.
What is it that you feel like the Blackhawks? Why they sent you back here? What they want from you while you're back here?
I think I'm still young, so I gotta be patient. They said in a couple interviews, so many guys here, they could play in the NHL, but they develop us, and we have good coaches here, good staff. So we learn so much here, and that's how we prepare for the NHL. And I think we all gotta be patient with it, and they have a plan, and we can't really control it, so we just gotta make the best out of it and play our game here.
For you as a player, is it hard to go back and forth like that? Or is it nice to get different voices in your ears and different coaches telling you?
Yeah, it's nice. It's just good experience when you play up there. You play against really good players like McCarr, McKinnon, and then you see them on the ice, and you know where you're at, and you know in practice too what you can practice and what you can learn.
And then how much does it help knowing, when you got called up this time, you're called up alongside Brett Seney. I know Isaac Phillips has been up here, you're up there. I know a ton of goalkeepers have been going back and forth between here and Chicago. How much does that help seeing familiar faces on your roster like that?
Oh, it's awesome. I think, Philly, we all stay in the same hotel. We hang out, away from the ring. It's nice to have someone just to hang out, and it's always nice to see the boys again. And here too, I came back after a week, and it's always nice to see the boys here and in the locker room and just practice with them, play games. Yeah.
On that same note, I don't know if you guys already hit on the All-Stars and what that means to you, and not just you, but three of you guys, which is big for this organization.
Yeah, I think it's like you said, it's really good for Rockford, and Seney and Gust, they earn it, and they helped our team so much this year, and that's why they're there, and it's going to be fun.
What does that say about this team and this organization and the future of what we're seeing?
We have a lot of skill. I think, I think we play good. I think we just gotta keep going. Sometimes we have close games we could win, but just gotta keep going. And we have a tough division. It's pretty close, and it's gonna be huge the next games.
When you got your first NHL goal, did you happen to have any family members at the game or watching on the internet or anything?
My family watched it at home in Germany at 3 a.m. and it was pretty late, but of course they were happy for me. I called them after the game at in Germany it was 7, so they already woke up again. So tough night for them, but they were all happy for me.
I think the Blackhawks were saying when they watched your goal, they also have a family tradition that they do, that they continue to do. Can you talk about that a little more here?
Every time when my brother or when I score, it doesn't matter in Rockford, NHL, or my brother in the DL, they always, my dad always takes a shot, drinks a shot, and it's pretty funny when it's 3 a.m. at night, but he's not alcoholic, so I'm not saying that, but it's just funny. It's just one shot. It's funny tradition.
So it's well worth it to do that.
Yeah.
He will be an alcoholic if he keeps going.
And just, I don't think anybody's had a better start to 2023 than you had, getting called up, getting your first NHL goal. You had a game winner for the Hogs in the first week. You're an all-star. How do you still find that balance of, making sure you're enjoying the process and enjoying everything that's coming at you when it seems like everything new every day?
It's just like hockey. That's I think everyone loves it, and so it's nice to have success, but we just got everyone just gotta keep going. I think everyone loves to play hockey and loves to be at the rink, and that's why I enjoy it every day.
Not quite there yet, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, it doesn't matter what league you're in, to be an all-star, it's a huge accomplishment. So, like you said, it's nice having a couple guys also going, and it's too bad that they kind of set it at 3. I think there could have been a couple more guys too that could have had a nod as well. So, no, it's great for our team, and it's not just us 3 guys. We can't do it by ourselves. It's a whole team thing. So, like I said, there should be a couple more guys.
What does that say about where the organization is right now?
Yeah, it just shows how much depth we have, throughout our entire lineup. And then obviously up top too, we got a couple guys up there still. So, we'll see how things shake out. But, by the time playoffs come, we'll have a really strong group.
You've been in this league a few years, had really productive seasons, but hadn't made the All-Star team before. So is it more meaningful for you because of that? Because you kind of had to wait a little bit for it?
Yeah, for sure. It's I'm proud of myself, and like you said, over the years I hadn't accomplished it yet. So it's a nice kind of feather in your cap, and it's a nice thing to have.
And I know before your call-up you had 55 NHL games, but this was your first time playing up with Chicago, and comparing your experiences to those prior 55 games to this time with Chicago, how does that sort of stack up to other NHL experience?
Yeah, I was saying to a couple guys, that first game I played on that Friday, and obviously Chicago was kind of near the bottom of the standings, and it was still a sold-out crowd. So just listening to the national anthem, I know that's kind of what they're known for. It was a special moment, and it doesn't matter how many games you play in the NHL. It's whenever you're out on the ice and in that league, the top league in the world, it's special. So you try not to take for granted those opportunities, and it was definitely enjoyable.
What are some other signs that this organization is on its way up? The depth, the 3 All-Stars is a clear sign. What else kind of points that way?
Yeah, I think when you watch the games that guys are going up, no one's looked out of place. All the guys who went up and have played have had an impact, and obviously Reichel is one of the top prospects, and the way he played in those games he was up, he wasn't out of place, and he was playing top 6 minutes. So it just shows there's not that big of a step as much as guys think, and it's more a mental thing, I think, at the end of the day. So when guys go up, if they can go up with confidence, and especially when you're winning at this level, you go up with a little more confidence to make plays and to kind of play your game. So I think guys, when they focus on that, they do well.
And you mentioned that confidence. I believe the Blackhawks had more wins in that 3 or 4 game stretch with you and Reichel up there than they did in the 25 previous games. How much does winning here and being able to take that to the next level affect the mentality of a team like that?
Yeah, I think it's whatever. It doesn't matter what you're doing in your career. I think when you're being successful in something, and then you go to a different position or go to a different level, you kind of bring that confidence with you, and I think that kind of breeds throughout the locker room. And I'm not saying that me and Reichel went up there and won games for anyone. I'm just saying maybe just our presence and kind of our confidence when we came in maybe kind of shot some energy into some guys, but yeah, it's funny how that works sometimes.
How much credit do you give to the coaching staff here preparing, maybe not so much you because you've been around a while, but the younger guys, from what you see, the way they interact with the young guys, how much credit do you give the coaches here for preparing guys so when they go up there, they're ready to go? For sure. I think it's one of the toughest jobs in hockey is, being an American League coach. You're juggling so many different guys, and everyone wants to get to the NHL level, so it's kind of keeping guys in that headspace that, when you're in the AHL, focus on here, be the best you can here, and try to get better every day. And then when you do go up, it's, take advantage of that opportunity. So they've obviously done a great job, and we've won a lot of games down here, and we're doing well. And then, like I said, when guys are going up and they are doing well, it shows well on the coaches down here too.
You mentioned it's a different season for the Blackhawks this year, a little bit more eye on the development and the future a little bit. Does that make for a smoother transition or an easy pop back and forth? Or is it the same as it always is?
It kind of depends how you look at it. When I was in Toronto last year, going up, and Toronto's one of the top teams in the league, so you can look at it where you're going up, you're playing with a team that expects to win that night, so you're playing with guys that have that already built-in confidence, where maybe where we are this year, when you go up, you're playing with guys who are maybe gripping the stick a little tighter. They haven't been doing as well, the team's not doing as well, and maybe you're able to go in there and have more of an impact on the game just because you have that confidence. But I think it kind of works both ways.
Pressure, but a different kind of pressure.
For sure, yeah, exactly.
3 All-Stars.
Yeah, it kind of shows our team and our depth that we have. Reichel and Scenes and me going to the All-Star game, so it'll be fun.
What's it mean for you and where you're at right now? How do you take that?
Yeah, 6 years in my career, making the first one, so that's kind of cool. Didn't expect it coming into the year, but had a good start, kind of rolled with it, and got selected, so it's pretty cool.
When you say you didn't expect it coming into the year, what do you think about this year has been so different compared to those previous 5?
I think I just got a little more opportunity here this year to play with some better players, play on special teams and all that, and kind of ran away with it and kind of solidified myself as top 6 here.
Yeah, you sure are. You're on a roll. And you said 6 years, so you're not you got some rookies in here and guys that are but you're improving. What's been improving the most for you this year, you think?
I think it's just opportunity, but every offseason you're going in and try to become a better player. It's kind of a craft that, you can never max out on. So every year you can always find something to improve, whether it's shot speed, strength, whatever it may be. So I think just every year taking a little bit better step in the right direction.
Is there one thing in particular this year that's just been clicking?
Yeah, I think, my shot's always been kind of a key for me, and, pucks are just going in this year that way.
Bullets.
Is that why you agreed to come to this organization, is you just saw that there were going to be more opportunities for you here? Or was there some other reason behind coming around?
It's close to home for me, so that was obviously one of the reasons. But also talking to Anders before I was about to sign, he kind of laid out the blueprint of where I'd be, where he thinks I would succeed, and all that, which sounded good in the off season, and decided to sign here.
Got a lot of fans coming to the games and stuff?
My parents will come up. It's about an hour and a half for them, so they don't come to every game, but if they got nothing going on, they'll do the drive.
You got Chicago coming into town this weekend, a team that you played for. What's it like when you go up against them?
Yeah, it's cool being on the other side this year. Had a lot of good memories winning the Calder Cup with them last year. So it's always cool to go back to that barn and relive those memories.
What, for someone coming in their first year here in this locker room, what are you seeing right now that makes you believe this organization is on its way up or headed in the right direction?
I think we got a lot of depth here this year. We got 4 good lines on the offensive side, and then defense, it's tough to get in the lineup back there. There's good players sitting out every game, so I think depth is our strong key.
And I know you've been right at the top of the AHL points. You, Reichel, Seney, you guys have been one of the best trios, but you have been one of the 3 that hasn't been called up yet to the NHL. How do you keep that motivation and that focus going forward, knowing that you're putting in the production, you're putting in goals and assists, but you haven't necessarily got to where you might want to be?
Yeah, just stay patient. If the time comes, it comes, but it's not something that you can get mad about or pout or do any of that. That's just going to hurt you in the long run. So just kind of keep the head down, keep working, and just wait till they call your name.